Hello everyone, my name is Jeff White. I'm the Employment Advisor for the North Carolina National Guard Employment Center, and I'm going to be covering the USA Jobs application process as well as the federal resume format. There are two ways to apply to a federal position. The first way is by visiting the department or agency's respective website and applying directly. The second way is by applying through USA Jobs. For both of those, it will require a federal resume. Your federal resume will consist of a few things. Those few things would be 1, the position title, 2, the company name, 3, your salary or hourly wage, 4, the hours worked, 5, the supervisor contact information, someone who can speak on you in a professional manner. All of those things must be included and will assist you in submitting your applications for both processes. Before you complete filling out your federal resume, you need to make sure that you conduct a position review. While conducting your position review, you need to look for a few things. You need to make sure that you meet all of the KSAs, which are the knowledge, skills, and abilities. You also need to cross-reference the questionnaire. Once you have done these two things, you can find what information you currently have on your resume and what information you do not have listed. If you do not meet the qualifications for the position, then do not apply for the position. But if you do, make sure that you include the information from the questionnaire and the KSAs in your resume so that you can copy and paste it into your USA Jobs application or the application you placed in with the respective department or agency. Prior to the submittal of your application, there are a few things that you have to make sure that you have uploaded into the system. That is required documentation. That is an NGB-22 for our National Guard representatives, also DD-214s for any person who served on active duty orders or active duty status. Also, if you're requesting any type of preference, you need to make sure that you bring that data and input that into the system as well. So all of these things that are necessary should also be listed as requirements in the position as well. So you could see things like diploma, you could see things like transcript, you could also see other requests for other documentation if the position deems it necessary. So ensure that you have a list of all of that documentation and that you have it listed and posted into your USA Jobs application properly. Some of the most frequently asked questions that we receive here at the Employment Center when assisting candidates with their USA Jobs applications are, where do I get the information for the job description? You can use search engines to find other companies that have available positions that are similar to the position that you worked at that time frame. You can take and copy that job description into your resume and or your USA Jobs application. Make sure that it is consistent with the work that you performed while you were in that position, and remove all of the information that is irrelevant to the information or the job that you were performing while in that role. Where do I find prior employment addresses? You can find your employment addresses on your W-2, or if you're a military person, you can check your RPAM statement to look at your prior duty stations. And that should provide any of your employment addresses that you require for your USA Jobs application. Should my resume be 1 page or longer, or does it matter? Your resume can be as long as it needs to be when it comes to federal applications, as long as you include all of the relevant information that is required for the position and to ensure that you meet all the qualifications for the position. I'm a federal government contractor. Who do I use for my POC regarding employment verification? The federal government and USA Jobs would prefer you use someone or a representative of the contract company that you worked for. If you do not have their information available, then you can use one of your previous supervisors as a frame of reference for employment verification. But again, remember, they would prefer to have the contract company's contact information or a representative from them. Should I submit a cover letter? Read the position description. look at what the requirements dictate, and if the position states that it requires a cover letter, you need to ensure that you submit a cover letter. Otherwise, your application will not move forward. How do I determine qualification for GS levels? Follow the links on the position descriptions or the postings that USA Jobs has presented, and visit the OPM website, which will clarify what experience is equivalent to what education levels and what is considered commensurate for what position or GS level that you're applying for. Then you can cross-reference your experience and ensure that you are indeed qualified for the GS level that you are applying for. If you have any questions or need further assistance, visit USAJOBS.gov and register for our services.